kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
All right, everybody, and welcome into the Monster Energy NASCAR Racing League. My name is James Rouse, starting the round of 8 here at the NASCAR, the Monster Energy NASCAR Racing League. Glad to have you around, folks. Be sure hit that subscribe button for if you want to be involved in the chat. That's what we've newly implemented, just testing it out. So just let us know how you're feeling about it. But as far as this race right ahead of us, it is going to be an absolute blast. So far, we have a very good reason to be excited about this thing. The round of 12 starting, getting ready to rock, and it is going to be an absolute blast here as we're going to go over some of the race info here at Texas Motor Speedway. First of all, the 1.46 mile track. This is the new Texas Motor Speedway with a little bit different runs into 1 and 2. 27% humidity, 68 degrees outside. It's a beautiful day there. 91 degrees down at the track, so a little bit warmer down there. Dylan Herberton does have the pole. We're going to get in, talk to him later on once we get through our rounds of qualifying and qualifying is actually over. Let's take a look at where everybody was at. Those qualifying results. Dylan Herberton again, 29 seconds, 8.832. So a good start there for that 36 machine. Zachary Mertez not too far behind. Everybody else just staying together. 9 drivers here today. Let's go ahead and run through our grid. Dylan Herberton going to be starting off in the pole. Zach Mertez there in second. Jason Thompson in third. Richard Mandonza fourth. Jeremy Robbins sitting in fifth currently. Curtis Ecker in sixth. Then we have David Simcox Jr. and Richard Hurst. Here in the back, Mason Connor's going to be rounding us all the way out. Should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's going to be a blast. I am expecting some fun. I hope you guys are as well watching. Again, guys, be sure get in that chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're following, so we can get a little bit more views on those drivers. 125 laps here, going to be starting us off at Texas Motor Speedway. Dylan Herberton has the advantage on the lead. Everybody else is going to be playing catch-up as we're going to get started at the Monster Energy NASCAR Racing League. Green flag in the air. Dylan Herberton going to get him rolling. Relatively easy start. The big sweeping 1 and 2 here in Texas. Pretty unforgiving, but it's going to let everybody get there. Zach Mertez hoping to find a way to the bottom. Wasn't able to make it happen last week, but hoping to get there this week and make something happen on Herberton. He's got to do it, as he was coming into this with a ton of momentum, but because of just the way it kind of worked out, had to kind of fall back, but he is in third place currently. Dylan Herberton has 3,023 points, as they did restart here in the round of 8. Mason Thompson, 315. Curtis Ecker, 303. Bill English, 302. And Richard Mandonza, 3,001. David Simcox and Jeremy Robbins also up there. So if you are watching, make sure you take a look at that blue highlighted material there. That shows who is in the running for the playoffs. Zach Mertez is going to pass Dylan Herberton. Richard Mandonza trying to make his way up there as well. Talked about him a little before. Is that 46 machine working to the inside of 36 of Herberton? Texas, a very interesting track. You can rip that high line later on, as we see Jeremy Robbins trying to work that in right now. But down into 3 and 4, it is a totally different ball game. It kind of narrows in. A little bit more banking in 3 and 4. Carry a little bit more speed, like Charlotte. Richard Mandonza just put down another fastest lap of the race, 30.01. 0.2 of a second faster than Zach Mertez. Mason Thompson, third place. Herberton up back to fourth. Still having a little bit of issue. Back behind him, though, a big can of worms getting opened up. Jeremy Robbins leads the charge for Dylan Herberton to lose more positions. Jeremy going to try and take it to the high side. He's got Simcox below him, getting followed by the number 1 of Mason Connors, who has one of the fastest laps in the session. He's going to drop down the bottom of that Dr. Pepper 1 machine. Dad, do appreciate you. Been down here hanging out. We'll say this much. These guys are brought to you by Admin Box, ADMIN, EOXX. He can hook you up. Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. You can get the... oh, we got a caution. 22 of Simcox running through the O'Reilly Auto Parts infield. Able to fix it up. Let's see what happened. Jeremy Robbins involved there. Now the 22 there. Oh, is Jeremy... two completely separate incidents. That SBRN. Something else happened. He's under caution as well. What was going on there? Let's break the fourth wall and rewind here. Oh, braking issue possibly. Number one, Mason Connors is barely involved. That's okay. Nobody hurt there. Now, let's see what happened with Jeremy Robbins on the restart. We're gonna get a good look at it here. There it is, just misjudged that wall, hits that safer barrier. And just absolutely demolishes that toe link. Unfortunate there. On lap 8. Everybody electing to go down pit road. Let's get a hold of Simcox. Mr. Simcox, it's James in the booth. You got me? So are we gonna, there we go. We got that thing rolling. So tell us a little bit about what happened there.
Told me to pass the one car. When I tried to pass him, he came down a little bit and it scared me and I wrecked myself.
Well, it looks like he kept it out of the wall for the most part. What was the damage looking like on that pit stop?
I had about a minute of repairs.
There you go. Well, and then you see it get a little loose coming off of 4? I don't think you brought the caution out. It was Jeremy Robbins smoking the wall, but what was going on there? Was the right rear getting a little burnt out, or what were we looking at?
Yeah, I overcooked the corner. I gave myself too much gas. Had too much confidence in it.
Well, no worries. That'll come as we go. But all right, David, I just wanted to talk to you, figure out, get you on the broadcast here for a little bit. I'm loving the paint job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
That was David Simcox in the DC paint job. 22 machine. Richard Mandance is up top. Zach Mertez down below. Zach is going to have the button. He was leading last time around. Looks like everybody came down for at least fuel only. Possibly a couple with 2 tires. X is one of those where it'll kind of give you a false sense of confidence on tire wear, but here we go. Zach Mertez on the line, gets going with Mandance. Left him in the dirt. Dylan Herviton on the inside here. Through the 1 and 2. Back to admin box. Use code adminbox MENRL. It's that code. MENRL-POXX for $19 off the checkout. Discount on the admin box. W Energy. Use code MENRL for your energy needs. get delivered straight to your door. All that good stuff, that energy you need in the morning. No sugar, a little bit more healthy for you. Figure it out, get delivered directly to the door. You don't have to worry about all the mess of trying to go to the store every morning, get your little energy drink. Nope, they'll be able to deliver it right to the door. Just door. Zach Mertez off and running. Texas Motor Speedway, Jermaine Donza, second place. Dylan Herbert, third. And in fourth, Curtis Ecker trying to hold off Mason Connors. Mason, one of those dark horses where he can really work through the field if you give him the opportunity. It's kind of how these races have played out. If we look back throughout the season, you can go ahead and watch any of those videos that we have on YouTube. See how they kind of run. You see that Mason Connors always comes up in the back end of this thing. He always can kind of save a little bit more than everybody else and uses it to perfection. There he goes, dips to the bottom line. 19 car tries to slow him down just a little bit, pinch him down. That's not going to help. Come into this aggressive little tri-oval here. Be sure and let me know in the chat how you're feeling about the race. Who you want me to focus some more on, is now Richard Hurst is trying to get his nose in there. He's got the best view of the closest battle on the track for fourth. He hops into that wall a little bit. We're going to see a lot more of that. This tri-oval at Texas is abrupt. It is very a very aggressive turn, I should say. Now comes the 81 to Mason Thompson. Let's give it to the 88, showing the 88 to 76 on your ticker. Oh, as the 19 gets turned. Curtis Ecker into the wall hard. We will keep an eye on the chat and see what that was feeling like. Looks like the 19 just trying the ultimate high ground. And the one car, oh, I didn't think the one car knew the 19 was there. And he just tries to go into it a little bit high, a little bit hot. The 18 gets in his way. Very unfortunate there. 19, I'm sorry. And they end up turning around. We are testing something new out. Comments for subscribers. Be sure you're hitting that subscribe button, boost the metrics. The reason we do that is it gives this great racing out in front of more people. That is our ultimate goal, right? Mertez, Mendonça, Dylan Herverton, all running back to back. We're going to go ahead and run, give you a quick ad, then we'll be right back. Back here with Zach Mertez up front. Richard Mendonça going to be on the outside. For the first time I think I've ever seen. Yeah. Yeah, you did, Jeremy. Hope you're okay after smoking the wall earlier. That was unfortunate. More Fords I'm seeing than Chevys. Some of the first times. So Zach Mertez is going to have the button, going to hit it. Oh, no! Bad restart by Mendonça. Terrible restart. Wrong gear, possibly. We'll take a look at it once it lines out. Mertez out front. Irviton started right behind him, was able to get the good restart. That outside line struggling because of the issues. Now the 88 and the 81 going to get into it. That's Richard Hurst and Mason Thompson. Aggressive move on lap 21, side by side, door banging, still banging. The 81 letting him know he didn't like that. Now he's going to back off. Keep an eye on that battle, the 81 and the 86 of Richard Hurst. He did not like that. One bit. Did not like the way he was being raced. He let him know. Now Curtis Ecker going to be coming up from the back. Getting to the left side of Richard Hurst. About to get by that Mustang. The 76 of Richard Hurst is absolutely loose. Driving that thing, she's driving the right rear out of it. Gonna have to be careful. Watch for him to fall back. Last came in lap 8. Hector on the inside came in lap 17. Took tires and got a little bit of damage fixed as well. Now it's Simcox with the best view of the house. Now up front, we're on board with Zach Mertez watching the rear view mirror. They've still not got that sorted out behind it. There we go. Finally, Richard Hurst going to drop it back. So let's see what happened with the number 46 of Richard Mendonça on that green flag. Coming to the green flag here. Again, this is a replay, guys. We're taking a look at lap 19. Started in first. Started in first gear, ladies and gentlemen. That'll do it to you every time. And then just was unable to make something happen with it. Back live. Mertez. Oh, Mertez gets a little sideways. Pass for the lead. Going to be Irviton up top. It's Curtis Ecker. Now Mason Thompson around Richard Hurst. Talked about it. He wore that right rear out. Now he's having trouble keeping up. He's got Mendonça behind him. 22 of David Simcox trying to rep for that Chevy. As now we got a three-way battle for the lead. Curtis Ecker going way down low. Mertez, Irviton, and now Mason Simcox. Mason Thompson and David Simcox are in it. Look at how squirrely the 0-2 was coming out of turn number 4. Top 5, throw a blanket on them. As now Mertez falling back. Irviton, Ecker. I saw a little possibility for some contact there. As now Ecker and Irviton. Two staples in this league trying to battle it out. Dylan gets a little bit squirrely. Also does Curtis Ecker. These cars are so quick right now that these drivers are just wheeling and dealing, trying to keep these things straight. I've never seen these Cup cars move around as much as they are right now. Best view in the house right now on the 22 of David Simcox. Excuse me there. Caution flag is out. Stage break. That is going to be your scheduled stage break. Give the finish to Curtis Ecker. We're going to let him decide if he wants to come down pit road, then we're going to talk to him. So Curtis Ecker going to be in first, Dylan Herberton there in second, David Simcox finishing third, Mason Thompson fourth, Zach Mertez in fifth. So we're going to speak to Curtis Eckers after this. Curtis Eckers. I'm adding that. Got the stage break. Started in sixth, I'm sorry, and then brought it back first. That's a Chevy for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am biased towards Chevys. I will admit it openly. I have a good view of that Ford Mustang pace car, though. That does look very gorgeous. Little early 10s model pace car. Let's see who's going to come down pit road. Looks like la-di-da-di everybody. Gonna make sure everything goes well down pit road. It's Jeremy Robbins and Curtis Eckernott, so this could be trouble. Cars on the right and on the left. There we go, no worries. These guys figured it out. They're professional. As Mertez and Thompson both slide through the box just a little bit. Luckily for them, not really an issue here with the car count. It is going to hurt them a little bit to catch the race off pit road. Ecker, Mendonça, that did hurt Mason Connors. And Mertez. All right, let's talk to Curtis Ecker. Bring him in, your stage 1 winner. Congratulations, Mr. Ecker.
Huh. That was definitely intense.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I was watching the race, make sure I've got you covered here. Those cars are looking loose.
Yeah, they're definitely been a handful to say the least.
And are we seeing that later in the run, or is it just from the get-go?
It really depends how hard you're running. I mean, to me, early in the run, it wasn't too bad, but I wasn't going anywhere near as hard as I was those final. I couldn't even tell you how many laps that was.
Absolutely. Well, you're sitting right now 4th in points, 20 points behind Dylan Herberton. What's the goal? What's the strategy here moving for the next 90 laps?
Well, I need every point I can, and no better time to get my first stage win of the season than now.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Curtis, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end of it.
All right, hopefully. Thanks.
So that was Curtis Ecker with Silly Goose Motorsports. Stage 1 winner. Some very important points. Richard Hurst and Jeremy Robbins electing to stay out for position. That is, we're going to see how it works out for them. 30 laps, older tires. Strategy here. Luckily, they're not the only ones. He's got Richard Hurst on the outside, so 2 of them did not take tires that time around, as Jeremy's going to get the advantage on the restart. Here we go. We're racing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen in. And there they go, falling back on the older tires. Britain Mendonça back up front, battling the way they were. Mendonça going to try the high line, not going to get beat on the restart now. And Mason Thompson also flying around Dylan Herberton. If you're in the way that we talked when we talked to Mr. Ecker, it was an issue. He said these cars are loose. They're loose from the get-go. You can't push as hard as you really want to. And that's because they're running this low downforce package. That spoiler is a little bit smaller than what these cars are used to, as well as a little bit of high horsepower coming in as well. Just see that little dip, that little bit, and it'll get you, because that rear diffuser hasn't changed. The rear diffuser underneath this car is, if we got a car close enough to look at it, check out that thing. See if our cameraman can get that in view there. If you open up the camera menu, there you go. That rear diffuser just doing so much work. It hasn't changed. So if you get loose, that's taking the air from underneath the car and kind of creating another little miniature spoiler. And it's also fin. You see those fins in it. What those fins are doing is keeping that car extra stabilized. And that's not a great thing when it comes to, if you lose it and you try and save it back real quick, that thing just sucks you right into the ground, especially with how low these cars are. If we look out the back of Mr. Mendonça and see a hard charging Herberton Mustang grill that is absolutely gorgeous. Don't usually get to see some of these details that we're seeing here. But it just goes to show. Oh, a little bit of bump from the 36. Can I get out of it? Can I get out of my program? There we go. A little bit of bump into Mendonça, but he's going to leave it alone. Mason Connors, however, just put down the fastest lap of the race, 29.98. The only driver on the leaderboard to get into the 29s. As Herberton gets the shakes and falls back. Cortez on the outside, going to try and take advantage. David Simcox recovering from his incident, as well as Mendonça. That pit crew's been going to work. Grab the backup car real quick. They're able to do that here in these series, aka the fast repair. Want to chat? Don't miss out on the action. Hit that subscribe button. There's a 1 minute timer. I don't even know why I put that there, but I did. There's a 1 minute timer. Then you guys can come in and chat and tell me all about it. If you don't like the subscribers only mode, hey, subscribe, tell me that you don't like it and then unsubscribe. And I'll ask, why aren't you staying subscribed to one of the most active sim racing channels on the planet? 5 races going on. And I'll just check right now how many we have live right this minute. We have 3 races. One of them just almost up, I think, finishing up. All-American Racing League going right now. Motec Cup Series. Championship week in Phoenix over at the Rick Motec Cup Series. Let's check in on that. Show you guys what's going on. See the picture there.
In 26 to get through as well. Now, not on the same lap as Ant or Hannah. And does have the freshest tires out of those 4 runners.
Listening to Tony Trapasso calling the Rick Motec. Of course, Dave Regal.
I mean, he is still holding step for step just behind Rich Reimuller. And Reimuller, of course, running up in 6th position. So Alex Carr back on the lead lap. And quite frankly, Tony, once again, I don't think
So the Rick Motec Cup Series, we shared, and like I said, check that out. It is a blast. Mason Thompson just passed for the lead. As Jeremy Robbins and Richard Hurst elect to take pit road, so we know we can get about 30 laps on a tank of Go Fast. Let's take a look as they're trying to battle back. We're going to keep an eye on this battle again. And I just want to turn it, I'm going to go to the onboard of Dylan Herberton, and we're going to check out the battle here for first. And ladies and gentlemen, you turn it up, I'm going to do the same. Caution is out. Mendonça. See what happened here. Oh. Hard hit there for Richard Mendonça. Immediately blew the engine. Let's get him in from the infield care center. Richard, tell me a little bit what's going on. If I have Mr. Mendonça in here, do I got you? Could not get a hold of Mr. Mendonça after that one. Hard hit, probably taking some time to make sure that everything's good with that driver. Again, just how hard it is to control these cars. Take a look at the cockpit. I'm imagining we're going to see the brake and go left and then just unable. So hard to fix these things once they get a little bit sideways. Just listen to the throttle. No saving it. Once it pops around, hard hit to the outside wall. What that's going to do is just absolutely kill that engine, and Mendonça looks to be out of it for now. Fast repair probably not checked there. As we head back, we are live once again. So Mason Thompson, your guy up front right now. That 21 of Jeremy Robbins going to stay out and get his lap back. Everybody else electing to come down pit road on lap 53 there. So Jeremy going to be in that 21. He's going to be the lucky dog, or he's going to get the wave around. Richard Hurst was the lucky dog. Jeremy Robbins having to stay out. He's going to, with the one to go, he's going to bounce out and get going. The fourth caution of the night here comes on lap 56, one to go, so Jeremy is going to be able to run around, try and rejoin everybody. See if we can get Richard from the infield care center. Do you have a second to talk to us, Mr. Mendonça?
Yeah.
So I know painful hit on that outside wall. Is the car okay? Were you able to get that fast repair, or we just wait?
Nope. I had it unchecked. So that's my race.
Well, it's unfortunate. I know while we were watching it, we kind of saw the snap back. Tell us just how hard it is to save these cars and what's going on between the seat and the wheel once it does break loose.
Well, so since the tire doesn't really act like a tire in this game, it's really hard to catch slides. And once you're on the limit, you're wrecked, basically. There's no limit. There's either you're gripped up or you're spinning.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it a little bit earlier. That rear diffuser just absolutely starts putting in work right when you don't want it to into the outside wall. But I know you're still in it. Luckily, it's going to be a good points night for you just because of the car count. But are we looking forward? What do we got for us next time around? We head to Talladega.
Be up front, and I'm trying to stay out of trouble. Hopefully, I've got my guys Dylan and Mason pushing me up front. I'm gonna need stage points. I'm gonna need lap sled. So yeah, hopefully we can get that done.
Absolutely. Well, Richard, tell us who you got on the car and who you want to shout out as you will be heading this thing out.
I just want to say thank you to Skyline Erectors. They helped us a lot. Joe Hassan's a new sponsor of my car. Thank you for helping us. Working on a deal right now, so just really appreciate them.
Absolutely. Well, again, man, good luck next week at Talladega. I know you were fantastic at Daytona, so we're looking at you as a favorite next week. Hopefully you can make something happen.
All right, thank you.
That was Mr. Mendonça. Unfortunately, had to put that thing on the hauler, but we did miss a little bit of racing. Irvington back to third. Zach Mertes there in second position right meow. We'll go ahead and run you through your top 10. Mason Thompson is leading this thing. He's got about half a second, but we've seen that gap doesn't mean much. Mertes is in second position. Third place is Herberton. He's got Mason Connors absolutely hard charging behind him, getting that number 1 car a little bit sideways. Dave Simcox just put down the fastest lap of the race, the second vehicle to break into the 29s on those fresh tires. Curtis Ecker currently sitting in 6th place. And we have Richard Hurst in 7th. Jeremy Robbins in that SBRN 21 machine, Southern Broadcast Racing Network shout out. Of course, Richard Mendonça having to put that thing on the hauler. Gets us all every now and then when you hit that wall, have that fast spare unchecked, and you have to tow. It is the bane of most of our racing experiences. So Mason Thompson did just put down a 29.99, being the third vehicle to hop into the 29s. If you're wondering, the only 3 drivers to do so, Mason Thompson, of course, Simcox with a 29.94, his fastest lap, and Connors with the fastest lap, second fastest lap of the session, 29.97. We take a look at the results of qualifying, where those guys kind of put them. 29.8 was the fastest from Dylan Herberton. What's your qualifying results? Let's look at the practice. 29.8, Dylan. But not too much difference there. We know Dylan has the speed. Has not been able to break into that under pressure of the race. And now Mason Connors is kind of trying to get there and make the move on him. That Dr. Pepper war machine. Look how aggressive these turns in the trial are. Usually it's a sweeping turn through the trial, but here at Texas it's 2 very abrupt lefts. Very much unsettled car. See right there, it gets a little bit squirrely. Every time that happens, he's hurting that right rear. But as we heard from a couple of the drivers so far, very hard to stop that from happening. what's going to happen here is the drivers that stay calm, cool, and collected are going to be the ones that come out on top as this green flag run wears on. You know they can get about 30 laps on fuel. Now Simcox working on Mason Connors. While this is shaking itself out, we're going to go ahead and run to another ad space. Stick around, we'll stay side by side. Now the most exciting battle on the field, track, the arena, whatever you want to call it. Mason Thompson, Zach Mertez, Dylan Herviton. Top three within half a second of each other. And then Mason Connors just got passed by David Simcox Jr., who's on his way. Simcox having trouble with some of the more technical tracks, but has found a way to come in and make the intermediates work for him. That's something we've seen. Some drivers just have them a little bit easier. He can handle these 1.5s and be able to save tires. That's the goal. As he's running that mid-line, non-aggressive line, but it's a very, very good on those tires. Keeps them nice and cool. You see everybody else kind of running down below. But looking good at these drivers. If you can, guys, be sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get in on the chat. Subscribe for 1 minute or longer. That's all you have to do. You can come in and chat. Let us know how you're liking the racing so far, what I can do a little bit better. I always like those improvements. Also, smash that like button. The reason we do that, not for me, we don't make any money if you guys subscribe, believe it or not. We don't make money from subscribers. We don't make money from likes. We're here for the drivers. We're here for the drivers and for the sponsors. Admin Box, one of them. Use code MENRL-BOXX at adminbox.com. Go out and get you a button box. It's not just for adminning, guys. If you're not an admin on iRacing and you need a button box, they're pre-mapped for you guys. They're pre-mapped for a lot of different things, race control, but as well as driver function and pit options. If you want to uncheck that fast repair really quickly, get you an admin box. Smash that fast repair button, turn it on and off whenever you want to. I know that would have saved me a couple times. But it's built by iRacers for iRacers. It works in league and hosted races, as well as every race can work for you, but it does make race control a little bit easier. If you're in the car and somebody says, hey, I need iRacing black flag cleared for some dumb stuff, go over there, slap that clear all button. It's pre-mapped, and it will work for you. LED backlighting makes the buttons highly visible in any situation. Out there, 0 dark 30, and you need to slap a black flag on somebody. Do it. I'm in box. AD, am I in? Go. Seconds. See Mason Thompson got a little bit squirrely there for the lead. Let's take a look back at that. Mason Thompson has been pushing, try and keep this lead. And 1 and 2 just get sideways into the wall. Didn't even see that. That is going to scrub some speed and allow the O2 of Mertez to get by. Only 50 laps left in this thing. Time to go get that popcorn, that final pickup, because this is only going to be about 20 minutes of racing. 30-second laps right now. But something to think about, these drivers have to come down pit road eventually. Jeremy Robbins, Richard Mendonça. I'm sorry, Richard Mendonca's still in because he has the, they're trying to fix that motor. But Robbins has elected to come in. He's going to be the first one. Try and do a little bit short pit here. Everybody else now has got to be, he was pretty far back, but definitely something to think about. Because Robbins did go a lap down. Not too much to worry about, though. Battle is heating up. Dylan Herberton has made his way up there. Dave Simcox electing to come down pit road. He was a little bit closer. He was only 7 seconds behind when this thing started. But he's going to try and come out of pit road a little bit faster. They know, like I said, they know they can go 50 laps. But again, got a lot of racing right now. Western States Racing League just went live. Round 17 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's see some short track action. Go check out that. The All-American Racing League, Truckers Feed America. Their playoffs, round 7 at Rockingham Speedway. And then finally the championship as Simcox comes out with fresh tires. And hey, ooh, he's going for a ride. Staying green though. But the Rick Motec Cup Series Championship at Phoenix. Open up a couple windows, get that thing rolling. As oh boy, Mason Thompson almost gets it a little bit loose there. Coming out of 1 and 2, that's been the trouble area. Because that scare is gonna bring Mason Thompson down pit road. The lap times right now, go ahead and show you guys on the tower. These best times, 30.8, 30.3, blah, 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 blah. But more important is the last time. 2 seconds of fall off here. That's about 10% slower. About 5 to 10% slower than what these guys have been running. So the short pit could possibly come into play here. Mason Thompson now going to come out. Green flag pit stops in full effect. Mason Thompson, Mason Connors, Jeremy Robbins have came down pit road. As now the 19, Curtis Eckers, called out his pit stop. He's told the spotter it's time to come around. Well, Zach Murta is saying he's going to come down pit road. So if you're Dylan Herbertson, you're got to be thinking, there's no reason to stay out here unless you want to get a point led, but Dylan Herbertson leading the points not really needs it. But, yep, there he goes. He's going to stay out. Get a little bit of advantage. Because what's going to happen with everybody coming in this early as Mertes comes in, Ecker's already in. I hate the camera back here that iRacing gave us, but it is what it is. Herberton elected to stay out, getting that clean air. As Mertes hits the pit box. Richard Hurst took fuel only last time, so he's got a 30-second gap. So there goes Herberton. Herberton now coming down pit road, locks him up, slowing down. Mertes with a 14.93 pit stop. That's pretty good. Mason Thompson just put down his fastest lap of the race, 29.89. As he gets in the wall a little bit. He's coming up very quickly on Richard Hurst, who's trying to get a lap lead. I don't think he's going to be able to do it because of where Herberton's pit box is. Hurst is going to have a hard time stopping Mason Thompson from getting to him. There's about 4 seconds gap. So Mason Thompson electing to take the short pit strategy, came in at lap 82 as opposed to 85 and 86 for the previous leaders. See if Hurst can get a lap lead. Spoiler, Mason Thompson not going to allow Hurst to get even a single lap lead in this thing. He's going to come blazing through at the start finish. Battle for position for third. Dylan Herberton's got Mertes behind him. Gonna make the pass. Driver's starting to figure out that these battles are not worth it here at Texas. That's one thing about Texas that love it or hate it. Battles they happen there. Right on the back bumper is that Ford Mustang. Mertes going to come out on top there for a little bit longer. But as I was saying, these drivers electing, they realize if you try and fight too much here, you really wear out those tires. And tires have came into being a very important factor. Herberton's trying to follow up. Keep Zach in his sights. Will they have enough time to catch Mason Thompson, who's out on his own? 6.9 seconds ahead. As Herberton makes the pass through the tribal on the inside of the O2, Zach not electing to fight back. As we're trying to make it to the round of 4, Zach Mertes has 14 points to Herberton's 23. Only 30 laps left to go. Oh, Herberton almost gets in the lap car. That's Richard Hurst. Caught him at the wrong place, wrong time, but let nobody hurt there. You can catch us again next Tuesday. Same time, same place here on Sim Racing Media. You guys are going to be at Talladega Motor Speedway. Because now, Richard Hurst trying to keep up with these guys, puts himself in the mix. Diving in, he's got fresher tires. 3 wide almost as he leans on the 0-2. Zach Bertez has a decision to make. How long is he going to keep messing with the lap car, who has every right to race here? Because the more he does so, there he goes, the more Herberton is able to catch up. But Herberton's probably going to have the same issue. Hurst out here racing for points as well. Non-playoff driver, but he's still out here trying to run his race, get his lap back eventually whenever he gets up there. But this is the battle for position behind him. Gonna get a view from the back of the 76 of Richard Hurst. Still going at it back there. Side by side, Herberton and Mertz for second. Through the dangerous tri-oval. Here's what you got to think. If you do get up to Richard Hurst, how do you approach and pass the lap car? Still keep the battle there. As Ecker now has caught Mason Connors. Oh, whoa! Mason Connors, hold her down. Oh, that was close. This is the battle. Look at the air upsetting the 0-2. Now that the attrition showing up. These two trying to battle. Mason Thompson says keep it up. The 81 Taco Bell machine wants to see these guys keep battling, keep fighting, keep wasting time, because every time that they get loose, every time that they side draft, every time that anything adverses their line, Mason Thompson gets a little bit faster. Mertz seems to have shaken it off. He's going to be falling back quite a bit here. Running through the grid, Zach Mason Thompson going to be in first position. Got a 5.5 second gap, but that's shrinking. Dylan Herberton has found his groove, got past Zach Mertz. Third. Curtis Ecker in the 19 machine. Jason Connors there in fifth. And we have Jeremy Robbins in sixth on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap. And he's got the leader breathing down his neck. Richard Hurst, lap car in seventh. Simcox, no. As the leader catches Jeremy Robbins, he elects to come down pit road. He's got about a lap on the next position, so no reason not to try and come down, try something new, get some fresh tires with 25 laps left to go. Mason Thompson's got to keep on plugging. He's definitely slowed down, possibly saving a little bit. He doesn't want to push here. Mason Thompson has no need to push with Dylan Herberton 3.5 seconds back, but Dylan is absolutely flying. 4 laps separate the pit strategy here. Herberton came in lap 86. Mason lap 82. So Mason is looking a little bit more tired on those tires. As we see there, as Richard Hurst is daring to try and get his lap back the old-fashioned way by getting past the leader. That's ideal. You do not want to be the lap car. A couple laps down. He's got some work to do, but still try and want to get back there. It's 2 laps down right now. So Mason Thompson just playing hard to get. He's going to be a little bit more calm here. Herberton is pushing the daylights out of that machine. That Ford Mustang. And a Chevy sandwich. Mertez behind him. Mertez has kind of cooled it off as well. He said, you know what? Still got a lot of racing left. 22 laps left to go, though. You got to think, hey, it's time to hit that go fast pedal a little bit harder. Well, about time. Let's turn it up. There we go. Now, Dylan Herberton has caught the leader because of the battle that was going on with Richard Hurst, the lap car, and Mason Thompson, the leader. Got a little bit into the quarter panel there. Richard Hurst 2 laps down. Now here's the battle for the lead. Herberton and Thompson. With Hurst also in this battle for some reason. So Dylan Herberton making it by on Mason Thompson. With the little bit of shakeup there. See if we're going to see any more pits, any more folks deciding to come down pit road. There goes Mason Thompson. He saw that he got beat. He's going to come down with 16 laps left to go. He must think that he can't make it. Is Mertez also electing to come down pit road. Hopefully he was able to get that thing slowed down enough. Now Herberton's all out by himself yet again. The last car to elect to come down pit road if he has to. Forty-four laps in this run. It might be close. Oh, he has to come in. There we go. He wants to get out of the way. He wants to race. He's only going to let 1 lap get between himself, Mason Thompson, and Zach Mertez. Mason Thompson wins the battle off pit road. Mertez not too far behind. Herviton electing to come in as well. He does not want to get beat here on tires. He needs a clean pit stop. Let's make sure that happens. As Mason Thompson and Zach Mertez. Herviton, good pit stop. Gonna come out. See if where is he gonna come out? Comes out in front of Mason Thompson. 2 seconds, but Thompson on the hard charge. Pushing the daylights out. It's time to go. Crew chief is telling him Herviton came down. He's got a 1.5 gap. Herviton only spent 42 seconds down pit lane. Mason, on the other hand, 43. So a second faster in pit road is the difference right now between Herviton and Thompson. Mertez not too far back in third. Hurst has made his way back up into the lead lap by not pinning. See if he's going to have to come down pit road. He's running a low line. The leader, Dylan Herviton, coming up on him. See if any respect will be given to the leaders here as Mason Thompson just put down the fastest lap of the race. He's 0.2 faster than Herviton. That's Curtis Ecker there in the 19. He's not in this thing. Couple laps back. Again, folks, if you want to chat, in the live, hit that subscribe button. Testing that out. As there goes Richard Hurst. He's going to let the leader by on older tires. Now Mason Thompson's got to get by him. We heard some chatter. Crew chief's not happy with each other. They've been racing. He is going to get out of the way for him. Really nothing he can do here on the older tires. Not going to be able to touch Mason Thompson. Mason's got this thing down to a 1.5 second lead with 10 laps left to go. Crew chief telling Herviton, just hit your marks. You've got a second on Mason Thompson. 2 seconds on Mertez. Mason Connors is trying to stay into it. Get a top 5 at the very least, which is a good run. Mason Thompson. So there's a good view of the gap. Ecker staying out of the way. He's going to let Thompson get by. Thompson pushing on the run. Trying to get to Herviton. Determination on that Supreme Fire suit. Got to be getting warm under there. He can just get in Herviton's toe. He might be able to make a little bit of a run here later on. With only 8 laps left. Put the battle cam up, show you guys the battle for first. Five stops for each of these guys. Herviton has the advantage on the iRating, but now it's down to a second. 6 laps left to go. Can Dylan Herviton hold off the hard-charging Mason Thompson for the second win in a row at Texas Motor Speedway? Gap closing. Widening back out. Mason Thompson trying to do everything he can with 5 laps left to go. Still falling back. Herviton has the advantage. Last lap time, 30.33. Let's see where the sectors are making up. I usually have that hidden, but I'll have it on right now. Mason Thompson a little bit faster in sector 2. Just turns 3 and 4. Gap still widening. Herviton, 4 laps left to go. Simcock gets out of the way. Good sportsmanship there. Gonna let him go. Thompson as well, trying to work by. The gap widening. I don't think he has anything for him. Gets a little loose in the back shot there. Obstacle sticks in the air. Only 2 laps left to go in the Monster Energy Racing League playoff round of 8 opener. And save for a miracle, Dylan Herviton has the advantage. Jeremy Robbins has broke himself into a top 5. You've got Richard Hurst charging up. Mason Connors. I'll let him by. He doesn't want nothing to do with that. That's not his fight. Oh, as Mason Connors gets a little squirrely. With the save of the night, Mason Connors absolutely holds on to that thing. White flag in the air for Dylan Herviton. Final lap around Texas Motor Speedway in the opening of the round of 8. 2 seconds back to Mason Thompson. 5 seconds back to third place Zach Mertez. All he's got to do is make it through 3 and 4, and Dylan Herviton has the win. There's a little bit of a battle for position here, Jeremy Robbins. But we're going to go ahead and watch here as Dylan Herviton comes across the line. Mason Thompson in second. Third, Dylan Herviton. Mason Connors back there. And now this is the battle for 5th. Jeremy Robbins and Richard Hurst. Jeremy going to have the advantage on the outside. Get the run. If he can hold it there. Jeremy Robbins with the top 5. Nice battle, still raging. Oh, as the 88 comes in and wrecks the 21 post-race. Those are teammates, so that's what that's got to be. Dylan Herviton giving Mason Thompson the congratulatory bump there. As he is going to burn it down. Let everybody get by. Throw it in reverse. Give the folks a show. Let's burn it down, Dylan Herviton. Absolutely amazing finish. Dylan Herviton, congratulations on the win, brother.
Hell yeah, man. That was good. That was probably the best race I've had in this league yet. That was just, other than Nashville, is pretty close to this, but that was just very greatly executed on my part. And pit stops. Came in on that last pit stop a little hot, and I thought I was going to be done for, but we got out clean, and man, that feels good. We got this one clean today. I mean, just the moves were great. Saved my tires. Everybody started getting loose. I got really frustrated on that last run there because I felt like I had burned my stuff up, and I started seeing Zach drive away. And by the time we came to get ready to pit, I caught back up to him, and then not really happy with the 76 right now. Just didn't really show any respect to us leaders, but whatever. He said he does whatever he wants to do, so let it be that. But just really proud of this 36 team and everybody that all my teammates, Mason and Richard. Sucks that Richard had that accident there, but the Southern Airways Express 36 Ford Mustang looked really good, and yeah, man, it was a pretty good day.
Yeah, it looks like it. You were able to win on pit strategy. Could you have made it without that final stop, or once everybody else came in, you said, you know what, I have to come in?
No, we all had to pit. We were about 8 laps short, I think. The fuel window was just really small today. I don't know why. Not a big deal. It worked out the way that it was supposed to. But no, we pitted there, and I came down and I didn't know what to do for the strat. I didn't know if we should take 4 or 2 tires, and I just winged it, took 4, and hoped for the best. And I nailed that pit stop. I came out like a second, almost 2 seconds over Mason, and that's what. If I didn't have that buffer, I don't know if I'd be sitting here in this position right now. And just kind of happy that we don't really have to worry about Talladega next week or Kentucky after another 2-week vacation, man. That's what we did last round. We could do it again. Worry about the championship, but just want to give a shout out to people who may be watching. I know I have a coworker from work and that might be watching, and I don't know if my mom's watching, but shout out to her. And yeah, it's just a good day. Thankful for you guys putting this on for us, and Curtis and everybody here at the MENRL League. Dude, our season has definitely come on strong the last, I don't know, 6 weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Ever since the last race of the regular season, we've been on fire.
Absolutely.
Didn't have anything for them.
Yeah, and absolutely the pit road time there. Mason Thompson 43.08. Dylan, you got the 42.03, and I agree with you. That definitely saved you from having a battle there. But you said looking forward to the 2-week vacation. Well, tell me who you got on the car. I see a little bit of a new paint job there.
Yeah, I just like I said, I got a coworker from work watching, so I figured I'd throw on the Southern Airways Express scheme. We both work for Southern Airways, so figured I'd throw that on and put that on the car. So Southern Airways, Mokulele Airlines, they're on this beautiful Ford Mustang tonight, 36. It always looks good in victory lane, but I'm telling you what, if we can get a championship in 2 weeks, it'll look even better.
There you go. Well, again, man, congratulations on the win, and hopefully we're talking to you next week at Talladega.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, shout out Andrew. Andrew's my coworker, so I'll give him a shout out. There you go.
There you go. Congrats, Dylan.
Yep, no problem. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Next, we're going to be talking to our second place finisher, Mason Thompson. Mason, congratulations on that second place. Did you have anything for the team owner there coming to the white flag?
I don't think so, man. I don't know what. I mean, I thought I had the right strategy taken for there. I guess I'm assuming he took 2. I don't really. Did he take 2?
No, he took 4. He shaved 1 second off the time down pit lane. That was the only reason you couldn't get to the back bumper when he came out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that strategy, just he was on fire. But Mason, you were on fire. You worked back from third. There was some issues halfway through, and seeing how hard this car was to handle, I know you're probably just happy to be up in it. Tell me about your race.
I mean, it was pretty decent. I had a early penalty on pit road. I don't even know how I got it. I guess I clipped the cone coming in on a caution or after the stage and gave me holy crap, unsafe entrance to pit road. So I had to go to the back, but got back up to like third really fast and just kind of rode there. And then on that oh God, I don't know what it was, like a green flag stop. I don't know how I gained so much time on Dylan and Zach, but that really kept me in contention because when I came out, I had like a 7-second lead, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna manage my stuff, which I didn't because I suck at saving my tires. So of course Dylan runs me down, And yeah, I take 4 there, and then Dylan gets out a second. And I don't know. Honestly, it was one of my better races on mile and a halves because normally I burn through my tires on mile and a halves with the next gen car. But I mean, I'll take it. I hate running second. I'm tired of finishing behind that damn 36 car. I've done it too many times this year.
Well, it all comes down to the championship, and right now it definitely helped you out points night here tonight. So you're on the track there. Are we looking forward to Talladega?
Um, yeah. Oh yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I'll just say yes because it's gonna be a wild card. It's gonna be interesting to see who gets it done there.
Absolutely. Well, Mason, again, man, congratulations. Tell me who you get on that 81 machine. Who gets it done for you? Who you want to shout out?
Well, Taco Bell's got to keep me fueled, you know. And then shout out to my teammates. Poor Ricky, man, another tough race for him. Just he can't catch a break, but maybe next week we can help him get it done.
Absolutely, teammates working together. Well, Mason, again, congratulations on the podium finish, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Yep, 10-4, man. Thank you.
Last but certainly not least, Zach Mertez, brother, you had the fight the whole race, and it just wasn't able to solidify for a win. Tell us what was the strategy, and what were you feeling in the car?
Well, I felt like I had a good strategy. It didn't help though that we hit the wall coming out of pit road, and I gave myself almost a minute of optional. So totally killed my momentum, totally killed my run. And the short pit was going to work in my favor. It worked for Mason, it worked for Dylan. So I figured, hey, it might work for me. So I tried to do it. Then I hit the wall, and I just couldn't keep up with them the rest of the race. So we tried. It didn't exactly go our way. Yeah, we just move on to Talladega. Texas isn't always my best track anyway. I'm not exactly a great super speedway racer either, but we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna try to make it work.
Absolutely. Well, Zach, tell me who you got on the car, who gets it done for you.
Well, I got this beautiful Speed Racer throwback, courtesy of Harpoon Design. 4 Mile Productions, Stillwell Racing, Butler Built Seats, Brennan Rubber Radio, all the great sponsors that help us on and off the track, and I just can't thank everybody enough for what they do for me.
Absolutely. Well, Zach, again, congratulations on the third place finish, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of it at Talladega.
Definitely. Hope to see you then.
All right, folks, there you have it. We're going to go ahead and run through the overall standings for everybody, and then we'll let you go on about your night. You can get some of the awesome racing we've got on the Sim Racing Media YouTube channel. About 5 races tonight, lots to keep up with. As we're going to go ahead and show the results. Dylan Herberton, of course, coming in first. Mason Thompson second. Zach Mertez comes in third. Mason Connors in fourth. Jeremy Robbins with the battle for fifth. Was an absolutely great battle. Glad we could catch the end of that. Richard Hurst in sixth. Curtis Ecker seventh. David Simcox running eighth. And Richard Mandonza with the accident that was unable to get that car repaired. He's going to come in ninth. Good points day overall for everybody that showed up. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for us at the Sim Racing Media channel, the Monsters Energy NASCAR Racing League. As always, see you next week.